92.7 Brad FM, and this morning on the phone with me, you guys know because you hear me all the time. I love the genre of music that Little River Band really amplifies, and I think right now we need Little River Band in our lives. So on the phone with us, Wayne Nelson from Little River Band on the phone this morning. Good morning, Wayne. It's so great to talk to you, my friend.
Good morning, sir, and you, and thank you very much for that intro. I couldn't agree more. We need Little River Band back on the road and back in our lives.
I got to tell you, it's funny, and I talk about this all the time to people who call in, and music has a way of kind of changing over the years. The older you get, songs mean more, and it's crazy. And for me, that song, Wayne, is Cool Change. I mean, when I was younger playing it, it was a great song then anyway. But now, to me, I actually get teary-eyed. What have you done to me, Wayne? I mean, I listen to that song and I start getting teary-eyed. It's great. It's the power of music that really. It's incredible to me how things change over time. Yet, really good bands and really good songs, they always are with us, like songs from the Little River Band.
Well, thank you. Yeah, the great thing about the band's music is that it was never written around a fad or a haircut or spandex or it's about life. And
right.
I've been saying this for years. Life is the same. The toys are just different. And so you've got people getting teary-eyed over Cool Change that are in their 60s and 70s
right.
now. You've got people getting teary-eyed over Cool Change that are in their 20s because the music was around them when they were growing up.
Right.
So some people were there when it was brand new, and some people were living through it with their families, and it was it's attached to memories, and music can do that and take you right back to that place. And that's the beauty of music. And if your music has staying power and you continue to deliver it in a good live show, you have a career, and that's part of what's been happening. Band's in its 45th year now, so
Jeez.
This has been an ongoing thing, and I'm proud to have been a part of it for 40 years.
You've got another hit here with the Lost and the Lonely, another song that's going to bring a tear to somebody's eye for years to come. I want to know how you wrote the song, why you wrote the song, and we're going to play it in a little bit here. It really honors men and women across the military, and I like the perspective of it. It tells the story of a young enlistee. What's your story behind this? What made you write this song?
Well, first of all, the song came to us from Nashville songwriters. I have to give credit where credit's due. But we immediately felt the power of the message
right.
and the musical arrangement of that message. We went back and forth with the songwriters to tweak a couple of things, but when I heard it and felt it, I had lived through the era when your number and your fate were drawn out of a little cage
right.
on a ping pong ball.
Right.
And this is a completely different perspective because it's not mandatory. It is a choice. But I felt, because of friends around me, I've been through this. I've been through this more than once. And
so you knew the feeling.
I know the feeling. I have, again, I was not part of the military, but I know people who were, and I know people who have gone and sacrificed. But the families reacting to that choice is part of the message, but the choice itself to stand up and say, I'm going to put on a uniform and most likely be shipped to a country where I might not even agree with the government or the culture or whatever, but people are being oppressed,
right.
and I am going to go defend freedom around the world. That choice is so huge to all of us, number one. Number two, the personal part of it with family, friends, and your community is the heart and soul of what being in the military is really about from the very beginning, the very first choice. And so there was no denying that power. We wanted this song as part of our set and it has been for 4 or 5 years. It immediately drew a standing ovation. And for that to happen in the midst of LRB's hits was the first time. We were speechless. it just proved that the power of the message was so strong. And people have been asking me today, do you get a lot of military people come up to you? And of course we do. They're very thankful. Thank you for the honors. But what people come through the signing line that are most moved by the song are parents. My kids in Afghanistan, my boys in Iran, my daughter's on a Navy ship, and bless you for honoring what they did and what they chose to do. So across the board, it just has to be said. And with this marriage with Time Life, to put it out digitally around the world here just prior to Veterans Day, is it's an honor that this has timed out the way it has, to be able to put this message out there now.
And it's funny, for us too, it's perfect timing. Veterans Day is coming up, and what we do here at the station is we actually take the month of November and we actually highlight our local veterans all month long. Twice an hour, we bring a name of a veteran on to honor them. And I think that's important. What we're going to do, and you don't know about this, Wayne, but what we're going to do is we're going to put this song in regular rotation in the month of November as well, to get lots of airplays. Because,
oh my God, thank you so much. But thank you, thank you for all the right reasons. I appreciate that the message has gotten through, that it's important to do that.
It is.
Bless you for honoring those people.
No, it's so important, and especially now with the environment that we live in is so polarizing one way or the other. And I don't want to forget about these people. And the World War II vets are few and far between now. My grandfather was one, so I can really appreciate it. I know we're running out of time here, but I really want to get to Black Tie, which is the album that this song is going to be featured on. This is so cool. When I looked into it, I'm like, okay, we've got Little River Band tunes backed with an orchestra. How cool is that? How did this come about, Wayne?
Well, quickly, a conversation with the drummer from Kansas.
No kidding.
Bill Ehart. We were talking. He said, hey, I got to go to rehearse with the orchestra. And he stopped and he went, you know what? You should add orchestra to Little River Band's music and play live. It opens up new doors for your touring, for your fans that have seen the show multiple times. Suddenly you're there with an orchestra. So I presented that to the band, and the keyboard player said, well, we don't have to get anybody else to do these charts. I can do them, which blew me away.
That's fantastic.
So the other part of this that's so cool is this is homegrown. This is all this band's work, and recorded live last year in 2019 on multiple stages in towns that we knew they would appreciate the orchestra because we had been there before. So I'm glad as a fan it has resonated with you, and I'm sure it will with other people too, because the orchestra takes the music to a new place.
Yeah, I know we're running out of time. Wayne Nelson, thank you so much for being on the show, man. You have an open invite to come back on and be listening to the song. We're going to be playing right now, The Lost and the Lonely. Thanks, Wayne Nelson, Little River.